Hey, Sarat, can you weigh in on something we were talking about earlier this morning, just the level of interest from the retail investor? Would it really be enough that if retail investors got bored with things, got a little nervous about how things were looking, or just decided that they'd rather bet on March Madness, that we could really see the pullback in volumes that we've seen, and that could have a big impact? Or are we overplaying this? And by we, I mean I.
I think there's a good part. Yeah, I think there's a good part of it, Becky, but it's mainly in the tech sector. And it's really in companies that, again, we go back to a year ago, that had great growth or potential for growth because there was no opportunity for growth in a really large part of the market. And the companies that we're talking about where either they went from PE to price to sales, they went to top line growth rate. Now you're talking about stocks in software as a service, cloud stocks, and then some of the other stocks that people were speculating in. You know, stuff like GameStop and some of the others that so I think that area of the market you will see some air come out of, because a couple of things are going to happen. As more money comes into people's pockets, are they going to look for other opportunities because now they're not just stuck at home? And then there are other opportunities in the market. And I think professional investors are looking for those areas, whether they're in energy, financials, healthcare, cyclicals, all the companies whose multiples are lower than the market today, which is trading at about 22. And I think that air is going to come out of that market. And you've seen it. You've seen it with the NASDAQ. And then within the NASDAQ, you've seen some of the sectors that have come down 20, 30% and even more because of the volatility and, quote, the speculation in some of these areas. And that, look, we could get another bump in there. But I think, when we talk 6 months from now, a lot of retail investors that were in that area are no longer going to be so fascinated by some of those stocks.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.